Let's just make sure that my microphone's working before I go too far along. Okay, confirmed it is. Alright. So we left off, we were in Kuala Lumpur. We had been to all these other places above us, so we're going to head down to Perth, which is page 55. So we hop into the book, go to page 55, and while that's loading, we're going to head over to here and mark a time. And then we're going to unmark this, and then remember that this means that we're going to have to read theta when we hit the next one. Okay. We did not meet Dr. Irwan, so go to section 4. Record that we met them. We each gain an extra experience, and we can embark. Okay. So we have, alright, I haven't taken that off, but we'll add it back now. We can embark, so from Perth, we could either go to Sydney or Nairobi. We've already been to Lagos, so let's go to Sydney. So that's going to be 49, which is then going to trigger us to read theta on page 69. So we'll come down here. Page 69. Theta. It's a special meeting about Desi. Something about Yabor. Okay. And then I forgot what number this was already. But this we have to mark that we met Dr. Irwan. Okay. We went to Sydney, which is 49R. So come over to here, go to page 49. Okay. More than 20 time has passed, so we go to Ringing Hollow 4. Agent Quinn vanished from existence. Goodbye, Agent Quinn. It's nice knowing you. And then we can embark. And we'll go from Sydney over to Buenos Aires, 16D. Okay. And it's Sanguine Shadows. Alright, so we can either tell Bolafar everything, give him some, or tell him to tell us. We've been cooperative, so we'll keep that. Intro 2. Nobody's a criminal. And we're going to get another XP, so we're going to get a second one now. So we'll head back over to here and mark off in the book that it's +2 experience. And we might go use this before we play, because XP is good. Yep. Alright, and then we're into setup, get a whole bunch of stuff. So let's go over the decks. We haven't really done that in a while. So let's see if we can go through. We have Vincent and Zoe. Let's head over to OBS real quick. Why is it unable? It's not able to figure out the display. Oh, if I move it up, will that do it? Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. So we have Vincent's deck here. We're going to have 2 more experience in it. So you'll see in the last mission we grabbed Ancestral Knowledge with some of the experience, so we're going to have this in play to start. We have the 2 Gurishes, but we get to add 2 more cards. And what I'm thinking about now is a way to help deal with his weakness, the Stupor. So what I'm going to do is we can look at level 1 to 5 cards. We have 2 experience, so what we can do is sort by the level. We're just going to scroll down to 2. Right, because we only have 2 right now. So we can get, I've got a plan to help with fighting, but we already have plenty of fighting help. Call for Backup's not the worst card. We do have a lot of different colors. And it could heal horror. Actually, we need to get a Mystic card to heal the horror for Stupor, though, right? Yeah, and we don't have a Mystic card. We would need to be playing, like, Scroll of Secrets or something to that effect to be able to do it. Oh, alright. Well, we can't, so that's fine. We'll keep going. That was a good thought, though. We could get deduction. That's like the easiest, quick spend 2 experience to get deduction. It will help with cluing. It won't solve the other problem, but we don't necessarily need to solve it. It was just a thought of a thing that we could do. Ancient Stone we have to translate, and then we wouldn't have access to the better stuff anyway. So as we look through this, yeah, I think we're just going to grab a deduction. Vincent's been struggling with clues, so he won't complain. Plus, it's another skill or it's a better skill. We might find it underneath our ancestral knowledge. So that's for Vincent. We'll save his updates. And then for Zoe, so we did I not save her experience spend? She bought the hammer. I don't remember what I got with her because it looks like everything was here already. Hammer, backpack, well prepared, stick to the plan. Oh, here it is. I saved her XP, so she has 4. Okay. See, every now and again I do something smart and remember to remind myself. So we'll take this off. She now has 4 to use, and I'm sure she can figure out a good way to do that. So she'll also look at higher level cards, and we'll sort by level, and then quickly look for a 4 that we think we could use well. We have 1 copy of Ever Vigilant, right? Oh, we don't. Oh, so let's grab that. And what's the higher level one do? It lets me play a 4th asset. I don't think I need that though. So let's just play low level Ever Vigilant, which I think is only 1 experience, right? Yeah, so we'll just spend the 1 experience. It's also a tactic that we can put underneath our stick to the plan. So that's good. So then we'll have 3 experience left. We don't want to get charisma because we only have the 1 ally, so we don't need that. We don't need another weapon because we're looking for our hammer as quickly as possible, right? That's the whole point of it. First aid could work. It would heal a damage and a horror from an ally, so we could use it to heal the stupor off. It would be a little bit of teamwork, right? We'd be helping out our ally. Greet's not the best for us because, like I said, we don't have the ally slot. We're playing. Oh no, this is Zoe. Zoe is playing Greet. We could upgrade our Greet. I also like On the Hunt. The upgraded one's actually pretty good. Yeah, let's play On the Hunt. Alright, so that means we have to take out 2 cards, right? Because we put in 2 cards. So let's think about what are the cards that are really not helping us too much. We don't have Charisma, right? And we have a bunch of ally slots. Let's take out David Renfield. We haven't needed money, and we haven't been able to get value from him. The scenarios have pushed the agenda too much. And then we have 1 more that we can get. I like having clues. I think Glory's probably it. We don't really need to draw cards after defeating enemies. That's usually after we have our hammer and everything's set up. Looks like everything is fine. We have our deck. It's legal, so we'll click save. And everything's good. Perfect. Alright, we'll come back to game capture. Or will we? There we go. And we're ready to hop into the Sanguine Shadows. So let's press build. While that's loading, we'll head our way back up. Sometimes the lag from the load is a little high. Alright, build the agenda deck using only Agenda 1 and the Act deck with Acts 1 and 2. Put the Avenida de Mayo into play. Each player begins there. Choose one at random and remove from the game. Okay, so, oh, we have to place it. Is there a nice setup button, please? No, there is not. Okay, so this is the location randomizer over here, so we'll just shuffle, and this is it. So the Cementerio is what gets removed. That's unfortunate. The reason why it's unfortunate is because it's part of a triangle, right? So if it was here, these 3 would have been connected, like over here. So now we just have a little bit we have these 4 single spots. So when they're connected, it makes moving through them easier, and now you just have to go back to the center. This would be a good time if we had shortcut 1, or the shortcut upgrade, but we don't have it. So we've done that. Place 1 resource on the other spots as targets. Okay, so we just take these here, and we just put them on the locations. So this basically is signifying the things that the lady in red over there is trying to steal. If it's not obvious, it's supposed to be Carmen Sandiego. Alright. Gather each decoy mini and set them aside, which is done. Find the double-sided card and flip her to her enemy side and resolve her concealed keyword. Since the following cards decide out of play, which is done, shuffle the remaining cards and we are ready to begin. Alright, so she has concealed 5, so she is here, and then she'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decoys. I feel like she's not supposed to be at the center, right? Isn't that the... Let me read this again. And resolve her keyword. Okay, is there a thing that stops it on this location? Okay, so the difficulty is 3. Nothing stops it from being on this location. Expose their whereabouts. If we engage her advance. After you expose a decoy, she'll attack you. Hint, when this agenda advances, she will collect one of the prizes she seeks. At the start of the game, or after the agenda resets, sets the amount on this agenda to 3, or to 2. What? That's weird. I wonder why it starts up instead of at a regular number. Let's bring this down so we can reference it when we need to. X is 1 more than the number of targets. Okay, so for now it's 1. Is that correct over here? It is not. Whoops. Because there's 0 targets, so 0 plus 1. -7. Okay. That is... Wow. Don't pull a rogue. Alright, -2 is cancel the effects of the icons to the committed cards, and -3 is if you fail, you must place a doom on the agenda or get attacked by a coterie enemy in the shadows. Alright, some pretty nasty failure things there. Let's shuffle this deck, and then we'll resolve her concealed keyword. So there will be one here at the starting location, right? And then as we said, we're always going to try to focus the concealed options to here because we want to... oh, I could do that too. Okay. We want to be able to get reduce movements, right? These two are going to be our prime spots to go to, whereas the other ones are not. Okay. And that's that. Alright, let's do this. And since I haven't switched places, I can do that. It's time to mulligan. Alright, we're definitely going to want to keep this on top. We're definitely going to want to keep this, and we'll throw these 2 back. We'll draw 2 cards. Okay, not ideal, but we've had worse. Alright, and then we need to hop off. Okay. Alright, well, none of those are our Cyclopean Hammer, and none of those... Oh, hold on, we're supposed to do stick to the plan first. I know that, because it stacks them up like this. I also forgot to use my stick to the plan last game, so instead I'm going to do it like this. But we have to put all these back now, because that's not how it works. Alright, so we'll search our deck. We get 2 more tactics. I think we're going to want Prepared for the Worst, because we never want to draw that card. And then we get 1 more. So we could either take Get Over Here, or we could take On the Hunt. Both of them are really nifty cards. I think we're going to take On the Hunt. And the reason why is because it also gains this resource while controlling the encounter deck. So it's more likely to be needed later. Alright, so now we'll shuffle and draw. Okay. Well, we will keep our cross because that card is really powerful. But the rest we'll send away in the hope of finding a hammer. Okay, well we can't have our weakness, so we'll draw a free one. And no hammer, unfortunately. And even worse, we drew a backup weapon. So it means our Prepared for the Worst will also be less effective. Okay. Let's make sure we didn't have anything extra to set up for Vincent. We did not. Oh, this is our deck. We're not supposed to see this. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we'll have Zoe go first. She'll begin by drawing a card. Ooh, that's a good draw. We'll play Prepared for the Worst off of the encounter deck. Which will search the top 9 cards for a weapon. So we'll search top 9, look for the hammer. We found this, so we get 2 resources, and we found the hammer. And then we just have to pay for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's pretty good. Alright, so Zoe's in business, so she'll attack the location. She's 8 to 3. That's a success, so we'll flip. It's a decoy. Where is it? Is it here? After you expose a decoy, get attacked. So we'll take 1 and 1. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have done that, but we did it already. Alright, I wasn't thinking about it. We're gonna have to figure out how to find out where the decoys are. I bet you it's on the locations. Alright, oh, and then we're already at this location. Alright, we'll have Vincent go. He'll play the magnifying glass. He'll investigate. He's 5 to 3, which is +2. We'll play practice makes perfect and hope to find a deduction. We did not find one, and therefore we don't have a legal target, so it fizzles. Cool. We really want to get a clue. We're +1. Sorry, +2. But none of these cards are worth giving up, so we'll test +2. Hey, we succeed. That's awesome. Alright, so Zoe just got punched, and so we're gonna drop a clue. Whoop. Okay, eventually we'll do this right. We'll drop a clue with Bizarre Diagnosis to heal her for 3, which in turn will give her On the Mend, because she has a lot of damage on her to begin with. And then let's go exploring. We'll have Vincent go this way, looking to see if we can get some more information. You can spend X clues and 3 times as much money to peek at a card at this location without exposing it. Okay. And then what do we do? That's all 3 actions. So then we go to upkeep because there's no monsters. Ooh, another one of those. Interesting. And upkeep. Alright. Doom on the agenda, 3 of 7, and encounter cards. Test agility 4. We are already at the central location, so the penalty for this is just a damage. We could overload to pass it, but I think we'll just take the damage, especially because Vincent just healed us. But yep, we take a damage anyway. Nothing was engaged with us, and we are already at that central location, so nothing happens with that. Found a monster. It is here, and double the negative modifier of each revealed chaos token. Well, alright, well Zoe will come on in. Zoe will use her hammer. She'll attack for 8. So it's 8 to 1 is +7. So as long as she doesn't hit the -7, I think she's still okay on a double. All of these is just... yeah, she's okay on anything but the rogue. And she'll succeed, so then we'll exert the hammer to do 3 damage, which will kill it. Okay, Zoe has 1 action remaining, so she'll use that to play Sixth Sense. So then it's Vincent's turn. Vincent will investigate the location. It's 3, Vincent is 5, Zoe will commit On the Mend for him. So we're +4. Oh, I forgot to use this. Alright, I would have done that last turn as well. Oh, there's the deduction. Oh well. Alright, so we'll also commit deduction, so we're +5. And we fail. Love you, game. I love you so much. Alright, and then I guess we'll just do +2, and then we'll pass? No. What is it? Oh, it is a pass, yep. We didn't commit any cards. Alright, and then we'll investigate again. And that's the -7 failure. I should read what it also says. Oh, so we have to shuffle these 2 together. Drop them here. Shuffle, 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 and do that. Okay. Okay. So we did all 3 actions because we did 2 fails and a pass. And then Zoe did all of hers, so we're in upkeep. And upkeep. Alright, Doom on the agenda, and encounter card. Okay, if you expose a decoy, you have to take damage. At the end of your turn, you test agility, so maybe we'll try to pass that one. And place with the most clues, which is the center. Okay, so, what will we do here? We want to expose the thief's whereabouts. Alright. We'll have Vincent spend a clue and 3 resources to peek at this location. Oh, she's... Oh, I don't know what just happened. She's here. So he's got 2 actions remaining. Or is that... That's an action, right? Yeah. He's got 2 actions remaining. There's 1 clue at the location, and we're +2. We'll draw from our ancestral knowledge. That's a good one to have as well. So we will investigate +2. We succeed. We'll grab this clue. We have 1 action remaining. Actually, I could have, we could have engaged or flipped her, right? Yeah. All right, so we succeed. Now we'll flip her. She'll engage us. So she's not a decoy, so it doesn't get attacked. So we advance. If this is the first time it's been advanced, do all of this. Wait, what? I don't understand. Okay. So we advance and we read the bottom. Or the top rather. We get some interesting things. She gains the ability to be parlayed with. You may spend a clue to reduce the difficulty, and if you fail you get attacked. If she would be defeated instead, we can advance, and if we parlay with her, we can advance. Alright, well, we'll try to parlay with our last action. Oop. So we're even with that. We'll go we'll go to +2. We'll go +3 to try to parlay. Okay. Hey, we got it. So we parlay, so we advance. Okay. Find a location with the target on it nearest to her and place that target on the scenario reference card, which is now meaning that the skulls are going to get worse for us. Okay. Then if there are 3 targets on the reference card, skip the rest of this act and instead proceed to the interlude. There are not. Heal her to full, return her to the shadows, and resolve her concealed keyword, distributing them as evenly as possible to each location with the target. Reset the act and agenda to 1 and 1. Okay, so this gets reset down to here. We lose all of our clues, and then we refill the clues. Okay, got it. She'll come back to here. We'll need the decoy that I accidentally found before. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, group it up. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Alright, so we have to put at least 1 onto every location with a clue, or sorry, with a resource on it. So that's done. And then we could put this one anywhere, so we'll put it in the middle, because putting it where we are doesn't make too much. Oh, actually, we could peek here. Yeah, we'll put it here in case we want to peek. I don't think we're going to want to. I mean, maybe. We really want to find her as quickly as possible. But anyway, so he's done all of his actions, so he's done. So now it's her turn. She doesn't have clues, so she has to leave. She'll head down, I guess. As a fast, you can peek, and then draw the top card of the encounter deck. Okay. And then this is after you expose it. After you expose a decoy. We'll peek. Okay, it's a decoy, so then we draw the top card of the encounter deck. There is an enemy in the shadows, so we must test. Okay, so we'll test. We fail. We have to put a decoy somewhere. Everywhere is tied. Oop. So we're going to put the decoy where we are because we know it's a decoy. So this is just 2 decoys. So then we'll move again back to the center. And then we'll have Zoe move down. Okay. This is a willpower test, and you have to spend clues to make it. You may spend an additional clue to reduce the difficulty, and you can peek at the one at this location. And the more you succeed by, the more you can peek at. Okay? Well, That was move, so she did 3 moves, so she's done. She now has to test agility. We'd very much like to not fail it, but the problem is we could really only commit backpack right now, so we're not going to do that because we'd be testing it even, so we'll just test. Oh, we would have passed. Unfortunate. Alright, from there we do upkeep and upkeep. Of course we do. Doom on the agenda and encounter cards. Locked door. So these two are tied, but that one doesn't have one. So it has to go here. And encounter card. This guy again. Alright. So I guess we'll have... Can Vincent possibly deal with this? It's going to depend on what gets pulled. We'll have Vincent go first. We'll draw this. That is not going to help. We will fight with Vicious Blow. So we're 4. That's -2, so we fail. So then... does that retaliate? No. Not much else makes sense, so I guess we'll just punch it again. So that's a success. And then we'll punch it. Just imagine if that wasn't the second hit and the third hit. If we had gotten our Vicious Blow off. Alright, so we have done 2 damage. I don't think it makes sense for Zoe to come running across the world. It would take her a bunch of actions to do that, so instead she's going to just try to play where she is. We'll have her investigate the location, or actually we'll test this locked door first. So it's 4, so we'd be testing even. We'll go +3. We succeed, so that breaks down the door. So then we'll have her investigate the location with 6th Sense. She's +1. Oh, actually, yeah. So she broke the door down. She'll test +1. Hey, she succeeds and grabs a clue. Alright, and then we'll have her play the cross with her last action. Oh, and she engaged a monster before that she hit with the hammer, so she gets a resource from that. She would have. I think I did a hard to myself, not gained a resource. I don't know, we'll leave it up. Alright, alright, that's all 3 actions. We'll test this. We're -1. We were failing. Upkeep. This guy will hit us for 2. And upkeep. Doom on the agenda. And encounter card. Attached to a location without a target and without a copy of it. Clues cannot be... When it's in play, clues cannot be spent anywhere. After you successfully investigate this location by 2 or more, you can discard it. And peek at the mini... Okay, so we'll put it here so we could peek at this mini if we get to do it. Alright, and then over here, if there's a concealed mini card, you may expose it. If an enemy's mini card would be exposed by this effect, instead flip it over and shuffle it. No, that seems terrible. Why would I ever want to expose it? This says if I expose a decoy, I get attacked, right? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. So we're going to choose to not peek. And then we'll have Surge. And we'll Surge again. Attached to an enemy in the shadows. After you expose them, they get stronger. Okay. Alright, so we'll have Vincent go. We'll draw the card. We'll fight. We're +5. We fail. We fail. We pass. Alright, well that was a series of unfortunate events, but we're out the other end. So now it's Zoe's turn. I guess we'll investigate the location. We fail. We definitely fail. This is just... Okay, so is there a mini there? No. So there's no connecting location, so that's fine. Alright, and we failed all 3. And then we'll test this. We fail. That was awesome. Exciting times. Upkeep. Upkeep. Doom on the agenda. And encounter card. Monster. Aloof Patrol. When it is ready, concealed cannot be exposed. After you defeat it, you can look at the mini card of anyone in play. Okay. And another one. This one at least is aloof exposed. Alright, so we'll have Zoe engage it and whack it. She hits it, which kills it. Since she's already here, we won't pick her location. We know this is good, so let's pick here. It's a decoy. Alright. So that's engage and fight. Whoops. So we get one more action. I can play Enchant Weapon, which is really good. I don't have Well Prepared, which I would like to have, but I'm not going to go fishing for it. I'll find it eventually. I don't think testing right now makes sense, so we'll play the Enchant Weapon. And it's going to enchant the hammer. Oh, and we engaged a monster, and we didn't deal it a damage because we exhausted the hammer to kill it, so we actually net up a resource that way. Alright, so it's Vincent's turn. Vincent will... Oh, there's no clues here. So we can't really do this. Alright, so let's just leave. He has patrol. We can't get clues here, so we have to pick one of these. We'll just go this way. We can test Fist to break into the mansion. You may spend clues to... So the same thing as the other one, but luckily this one has less clues. What does this say? Oh, clues cannot be spent at any location. Oof. And where's the... There should be a resource on this location, right? Oh, here it is. It's underneath the clue. It's just hard to see. Okay. This has to go somewhere that doesn't have a... I would have put it in the middle then, because there was no clues here. So let's fix that. Right? It has to go to a location without a target and without a copy of it. So this is 3, so I have to succeed by 2 or more. So we're 5. We'll commit this to be 8. And we succeed. So that... Oh, we have to break down the door. Gosh darn it. Not paying attention to the rules. Alright. Well, we're definitely not going to be able to break down the door with our fist. So we moved out. Let's play our empirical hypothesis. And let's play our bandages. And Zoe can come up and do the test for us. We'll go to the monster phase. This guy hunts. We'll do upkeep. We'll do upkeep. Oh, yeah, we failed that test. Alright. Doom on the agenda and encounter cards. Okay. We will deal that a damage using the cross and our resource generation. You must either spend a clue or discard half of the cards in your hand rounded up. Well, we don't have any clues to spend, so we're discarding cards. We definitely don't need that, and we don't have allies right now, so that makes it pretty easy. Okay. Well, we'll have Zoe go. She'll fight the monster on her. She succeeds, which will kill it. She'll move in and try this test. So she'll be, what is it, even? +1, +2. We'll go +3. She passes, so that breaks the door down. Alright. This says we can't reveal concealed mini cards, but there aren't any of those, so that won't matter. So now we're going to do this investigation that we tried to do before. That's a -2, so we succeed. We are 8 to 5, so we succeeded by 3. So we'll get both clues, and we'll get rid of the calling card. And then we'll head down here. Oop, whoops, I already flipped it because I thought I was going in here last turn. And we're -1 to the test, so we won't even try. We'll just use sharp vision. Okay, that's -7, so it's a failure, and there's no minis at the connecting location, so that's fine. Actually, is it a failure? Hold on. 3 plus We were 5, 6, 7. Oh man, it is, but it's barely a failure. We should have committed our perception. Alright. We would have drawn a card from the first one, because we would have succeeded by 2. I should have paid attention to this, and we could have then gained 3 resources, so that all works. So at the beginning of the round, we have to pick something, and since we were planning to pass the test to get rid of the calling card, we would pick succeed by 3 or more, and we had 8. Minus 2 was 6, location was 3, 6 to 3, so we got the evidence, which we spent immediately to draw the card, which would have got us crack the case, which in turn would have let us play it. Anyway, that's all done, so then we go upkeep, the hunter stays where he is. Zoe has to discard a card, she'll pick med student. And then we'll do Doom on the agenda, which will advance us. Reveal each mini in play and decoy. Find a location target equal to La Chica Roca. Oh, we found her. Okay, so then what happens to this one? She collects the target, place it on her. If there are 3 targets, proceed to R3. Otherwise, resolve her keyword, reset everything. But we get to keep our clues, so that's good. And we have to put her on places with a target. So she only goes on places with a target, okay. So there shouldn't have been one here. This was a mistake, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4... There should be... Oh, because we added a decoy to 1 from a penalty, but we're not doing that now. This just says to put her into the shadows and resolve her keyword, right? Oh, we're not supposed to take them off. Oh, okay. Whoops. Alright, so we know 1 was here, 1 was here, 2 were here, and 1 was here. And then we were supposed to have 1 not be here, so we'll put it here. And then... Oh no, we have to put it here, because whatever place... Yeah. It had to have the most... When I added the decoy, it had to have the most decoys, so... Alright, so then we shuffle this, and then we have to put these on the places that still have clues. So there's 1 here, there's 1 here, there's 1 here, there's 1 here... I guess we'll do here and there. Okay. So from here we'll go to... Oh, that was the end of the turn. That was a reset to Doom, which always starts with 2 for some reason. It's so weird that it starts at 2. Why doesn't it just have to be 5? It feels so awkward. Anyway, doing the agenda. So there already is one, so Surge. If you fail a skill test at a place with a mini, you take a horror. There is an enemy in the dark, so we either get attacked or lose an action. We'll get attacked. She hits for 1 and 1, so we'll take a horror. We'll take the damage, but we'll heal it with the bandages. And that will in turn give us our on the mend. It has to go to our wounded bystander, but either way, it's the same thing. We're going to heal it with the bandages. Alright, so from there, it's our turn now. We'll have Zoe engage this monster. She'll gain a resource. She'll whack it with the hammer and exhaust it to kill it. When she does that, we'll peek. We'll peek at this one has 3. Whoops. This one has 2. So we'll peek at this one. Stop. Alright, so this is a decoy, so we're going to put it on this side so that we know it's a decoy. So then we'll have, with her second action, she'll go up here. Okay, so this is a intellect place. And for clues, okay. So that's action, so we engaged, fought, moved. We did not fail a skill test, so that's fine. So now we're going to make this test. We can go +1, but that's really not great. We're going to try to get on the mend to do it. We would have passed. Alright. So now it's Vincent's turn. We are here. We should probably get these clues while we are So we're going to pick succeed by 3 or more. We're going to commit perception, so we're 7 to 2, and we'll fail. And then we'll test, and we succeed by 3 or more, so we'll get our card draw and a clue. And we'll do it again. And we succeed. Alright, so then we'll go to upkeep and upkeep. Doom on the agenda and encounter card. Okay, test willpower. For each point you fail, you take horror or drop a clue. Let's just test it. We're +1. Yeah. So that's -2, so we'll take a horror. Okay. Attached to an enemy in plain sight. When it's revealed, it'll be a lot harder to deal with. Okay. So we'll have Vincent go. He'll go 1, 2, come to this location, and attempt the test. We can spend clues to reduce the test. So currently it's a 4 test. I will make it a 2. I'll fail. Alright. I'll commit resourceful, and I'll make it, yeah. Alright, we succeeded, even with the blanking it out. So the tablets make the resourceful not work, but we were +2, so we succeed. We get to pick at a mini. We'll pick this one. So it's a decoy, so we know everything here is a decoy, so we're going to turn it sideways. Oh, I couldn't test again. I didn't have any actions. I did move, test. Never mind. So now it's Zoe's turn. So we know one of these is we don't know what this one is. But Zoe's not making this test, so she'll move over here. It's an agility test. That's even harder. Okay. And then she'll click off this weakness with her other action. And then she'll test this. And she'll fail. And then we'll go upkeep. And upkeep. There we go. That's a big help. Doom on the agenda and encounter card. You get attacked, so it's 1 and 1. And then over here, get agility test. We can get to even, but that's terrible, so we'll just fail it. We do fail it. Okay, so we're going to take a damage, but we'll just heal it. And then we'll... Oh, we can't have a second copy of On the Mend, can we? But we can heal it from our ally, so we'll do that. So we'll take the damage and we'll heal it from our ally is what we'll do. That way we can potentially get him gone. And then... Oh, actually, never mind. We won't take the damage. We'll use... Oh, no, yeah, we won't use the bandages because we won't get the On the Mend. Okay. Yes, that all works. And then we have to move back to the center location. Alright. So Zoe's up there. That's there. So let's have Vincent go up here so we can get clues. So the location is 5. We are 5. We'll go... move 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to play Guresh. We're going to use him to get +2 skill value, trying to get +3. So we're going to be +4 now, and we're going to commit resourceful to be +5 with the intention of getting back a good card. We're -7. Alright. I love you too, game. So now it's Zoe's turn. She's just going to draw a card and click off her weakness. Oh, I was supposed to have discarded down, wasn't I? Alright. I would have played this in the fast window then, which is to draw another card, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we discard cards. We don't need this anymore. We're kind of past it, and I don't think we're going to be able to use Greet. We really want to get Hallowed Mirror down. Actually, we need the Soak, so we'll throw a ward because we need to pass this test. All right. So. Zoe's already here. We'll spend an action. 5. Let's get Greet down to Soak because we're pretty low. We're almost dead on Horror. And then let's get down well prepared so we can use it. I'm going to sneeze one moment. Of course not. The moment you think you're going to sneeze, you don't. Oh, actually, I had well prepared. Let's do that instead. So that gets us back 2 resources, and we'll spend our 2 actions playing greet and well prepared. So then we have 2 other actions. Yeah. All right, we have 2 actions remaining. What do we do? Let's go to the discard file, not remove from game. This is on stick to the plan. Stick to the plan's exhausted. We can investigate 6 to 5. That seems terrible. Let's draw a card. Oh no, we can just click off our weakness. Let's just do that. Yeah. Alright. From here, we have to test Knives in the Dark. We'll commit Unexpected Courage. We'll take the question mark off of Zoe's Cross to get +3. So that gets us to 5 to 3, so +2. Here we go, -7. -3. Alright, we fail. Upkeep. And upkeep. Doom on the agenda, 5 of 7, and encounter card. Test willpower, so we'll use our hammer to be 6 to 3. We succeed. We will spend a clue. Alright, we'll choose to be have to be +3 to succeed. We'll use Garesh to be +7. Or sorry, +7. And we'll commit Inspiring Presence to be 8. Okay. So that's -4. So 8 to 5 is a failure. Right? Because we were 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Alright. And then I guess game just loves us sometimes. I guess we draw a card. That's not going to help at all right now. We're not going to... What's the test? It's an agility test, so we could... Yeah, we're just never passing agility tests. I guess we draw another card. Alright, we get our weakness. Zoe can go. I really don't think like exposing decoys is a good plan, but it feels like the only plan we have, so I don't... It's so nutty. Alright, we're never getting the clue from, or to find it here. We should probably move on, actually, is what I should have did. Let's drop down our safeguard so we can move when he moves. Let's draw a card. Yeah, let's do that, of course. Okay, it's got to go furthest away, which is any location on the outer edge. It'll take Smite the Wicked with it. And then I will draw another card. Okay. And then I played Safeguard, so that's all 3. I'll make this test. We're -1. We fail. Upkeep and upkeep. Doom on the agenda and encounter cards. Okay. Sure. We are testing even. I'm not going to modify it. We automatically fail. So we get attacked by Lachikaroka because she's the only Coterie enemy. She'll deal 1 and 1. We'll have that all get assigned to Garesh. And then we will block that to get on the mend. Or actually, I think this damage has to get assigned to the bystander, but we'll just do it this way anyway. It still heals with the bandages, I mean. Alright. I think I'm correct to say that we are not going to be able to do this test, but we know at least one of these isn't. We don't have willpower, and this is encounter cards, so nothing here is good for us. So let's hope she's over here and try to get this last clue. There's what, one clue? Yeah. So we're going to pick succeed by 3 or more. We'll use Garash to get +2. So that gets us to 7. And we'll go 8, 9, which is +4. We have successfully done it. We will heal Garash's horror. We will take the clue, and we have succeeded by 3 or more, which gets us an evidence, which we'll use to draw a card. Okay, this deduction's in our hand, and I believe we've already used the other one, and that is the only practice we could get. The other one is Vicious Blow, but the other one, again, is in our hand, and the other one's in our discard pile, so there's no need to look at that card. So let's, if we make the test, we use 2 clues to make it a test of 0. We're +1 then. If we're +1, we would see 1 card if we succeed. It's just not even worth testing. So, I guess we'll just stay here because this agenda's gonna advance, and we're gonna have to see next round. So with our next action, we'll play Dream Enhancing Serum in case we hit a duplicate, and then we'll draw a card. And there's Machete. For Zoe, we will click this off and draw a card. We could play Get Over Here as a fast right now, but we'd have to use a regular fight because we couldn't use the hammer, right? So let's just do upkeep. So in the monster phase, the Night Gaunt will hunt, and then we do. Oh, we have to make this test. So sure. We fail, and we would cancel mini cards, or any cards committed to it. Alright, we must either... Oh, we didn't take our keys. I was supposed to take our keys. Whoops. Cool. So basically, we're going to have our keys now, and then they're going to get shifted. Right, or sorry, where'd it go? Here it is. Oh, so we just shift his key. Okay. Okay, and then Doom on the agenda advances us, so now we have to find her. Please be here. No. Okay, she's not here. She's not there. Okay, which means she has to be here. Yep. Okay. So now she has 2 of them. The decoys go back. Well, actually, does it expose her? Did I screw this up? Let's read this again. Reveal each of them and set each... Oh yeah, we were supposed to set aside the decoys, so I screwed it up. That's fine. That's fine. I made a mistake, but it's not the end of the world. We just gave La Chica Roja a little bit of an advantage, that's all. I don't know if we were going to get down there and find it anyway, so it's no big deal. So she goes here with 5 minis, or 5 decoys. So it should be 6, perfect. Alright, so then it's 1, 2, 1, 2, and this goes there. Alright, and then we refill the locations with clues, which I also forgot to do last time. You could tell I am on top of it. Okay. Okay. Then reset down to 2 Doom and draw encounter cards. There is an enemy in the surge, so we must test. Okay, well, we don't want that to happen, so let's commit this to be +1. And it blanks it and we fail. So we have to place a decoy at a place with the most decoys. And since it's a tie, we get to pick. So we're going to pick down here. Alright. And then card over here. monster. Cool. Alright, so we'll have Zoe go. She's just going to whack it with the hammer. Oh, this should be shuffled in as well. And what's this? That should... Why is there... I don't know what... Oh, that's from Smite the Wicked. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we'll have Zoe smack it with the hammer, and we'll use enchant weapon, so we're plus 1,000,000,000, and we hit for an extra damage. I think we're still good. Alright, so we hit for 3. We have combat of 4, 8, 12. 12 minus 7 is 5, so we succeed by 2. So we do succeed, but we can't exhaust the hammer. We just deal the extra damage from the enchant weapon, which is 2. So then we'll just whack it with the hammer again, which is a success. Then we will play Get Over Here and engage this one. And then with it engaging us, we'll exhaust our cross, and we'll use Well Prepared with the hammer. And we succeed, and this time we'll exhaust the hammer to do the extra damage. So 1 damage from the cross, and then 3 from the hammer exhaustion kills it, which gets rid of Smite the Wicked. Alright, that was a great turn for Zoe. So now it's Vincent's turn once again. We'll choose to be up by +2. We'll use Garesh. So we are 5, 6, 7. We'll go 8, 9. So we're +4. +5. So we succeed. We heal. We'll heal another one off of our friend, which gives us on the men back. That also enables us to get 2 clues because of deduction. And then we get evidence from our empirical hypothesis, so we'll draw a card. Alright. So there are 2 minis here, so we want to succeed by 2. So if we spend 3 clues, how does this work? We can reduce the test to 0. Okay, so the most we can do is get it to 0. We can't reduce it to negative. That's one of the rules of the game. So we could spend 2 clues to make it 0, but we'd only test +1. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll make it a 0 test. We will commit on the men to be +3. We did succeed by 2, so we can peek at both of the minis. Okay, they're both decoys, so we know that. So that's investigate, and then peek, so then we'll move. And this one is intellect, which is our best stat, so we'll head over here to go check this one next. And then Zoe can use safeguard to come along, because there's no reason to stay here anymore. Oh, and she killed some monsters. We could have gotten clues. Whatever. We made choices. Alright, so upkeep. And upkeep. I also have to remember my stupor stops you from multiple investigations. That's important. Okay. Doom on the agenda and encounter cards. Heavy Rain. So it's a willpower test. We'll use Well Prepared to get 2 willpower. So we're 6 to 3 is +3. We'll go +5. We'll commit guts. We succeeded because the curse and the bless net out. And then we'll be drawing a card, which means we take a horror, which Greet's going to take for us. Alright, this Steadfast is actually pretty weak, right? We're only at 6, so it's only going to give us 2 icons right now. We need to get some sanity healing. So this goes away, and we get another card over here. Alright, let's not fail tests while we're at locations. So we're going to have Zoe go first. She'll click that off. She has 1 action remaining. There's not too much we can do with these things, so we will investigate the location, question mark. We're +1, or what are we, 4 to 4? We're even. Oh no, we don't want to shuffle. If we hit that, we have to shuffle them, right? Yeah, and actually I forgot that last round, but we didn't hit any of them anyway. We'll just draw a card then. Okay, so clicked off the weakness, draw a card, make this test -1. That's a failure. So now we'll go here with Vincent. We'll choose have to succeed by 3 or more. We'll investigate, so we're 7 to 4 is +3. Sure. So we succeed by 1. So we get the clue. And then we can't investigate again because we have stupor, so we have to play by the rules. So then we will spend 2 to drop down bandages, so that way we have more protection for our friends and family. And then I guess we can make this this knowledge check, right? Yeah, so it's 4. We'll spend 2 clues to make it a 0. And we'll see what's here. So we succeed by 2, so we can look at the 2 cards. Oh, she's here. Nice. Alright, so we know which one it is, so that's good. So now what we just need to do is take our time to set up, because we're going to have to flip her out anyway. And we're going to want to get as many clues as possible. Oh, there should be 2 clues in the central location as well. We want to get as many clues as possible, because passing this test up here is going to require 4 clues for both people, basically. And down here is going to be encounter cards, so that's going to be fun as well. We can spend clues to blank them. Alright, so that was our entire turn, right? We did, yep, so we're on upkeep. Okay, and then over here is upkeep. Grab that backpack, that'll help. It has a good icon on it, encounter card. So we're going to do stick to the plan here, and we're going to use on the hunt. So we look at the top, we just search the entire encounter deck for any enemy and get it, engage with us, and then attach on the hunt to it. And if we defeat it, we get paid. So that's pretty cool. So we can pick any enemy, and I think we're going to want this one. Oh no, we want the, well, we don't need to see the coterie because we have already found the bad guy. So yeah, let's grab this one. Yeah. And it spawns engage with us, ignoring its normal location, and then shuffle the encounter deck. Okay. This is peril. We must either spend a clue or discard half of the cards in our hand rounded up. Well, the cards in our hand aren't super impressive. If we gave 3 cards away, that's probably okay. Sure. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to trust in Zoe to do our fighting. Alright, so Zoe will go first. She's going to fight this guy with the hammer. We'll use enchant weapon to be 12. Right, so we get... we're going to add our willpower to it. So we're going to add it twice, rather. So I'm sorry. We're 16 to 1 is +15. Or, yeah, because it's... Normally it's 8 for the hammer. We get another 4 from enchant weapon is 12. Oh, we could use the well prepared to be 16. I think I'm going to want to use it to investigate, so let's just test. We pass, so this will die. Because it dies, we get 3 resources. And then we will take this clue with greet. We should have done that before, which is a damage on greet. And we didn't expose a decoy, so that's fine. So then we'll have Zoe move down to this location with action 2. And then we'll investigate with 6 Sense, and we'll use well prepared, so we're 6 to 3 is +3. And that's fine. That's the -7. Shuffle each concealed mini card at your location, and each one at each connecting location face down. Then place them at random position. Oh my god, so that does what I think it does. Okay. So since we're in the center, yup, they all come together, and that test that we made now goes out the window. So there was 2 here. Come on, game. It gets like laggy sometimes. No, together. And then 1, 2, and then this 3 goes down here. Okay, that was Zoe's 3. Well, I don't want to make this test and have that happen again. And we need to get the clues off the locations. And Vincent can only investigate once. So let's go move, move. This is the lowest shroud, so we'll go here and we'll choose to succeed by 3. We'll exhaust Garesh and investigate. Alright. So even though we're 7 to 2, we fail. Luckily, this isn't connected to anything, so and there's no cards here, so we don't have to do any shuffling. But man, I should just. Anyway, upkeep it is, game. Upkeep it is. Oh, I didn't test knives in the dark, sure. Oh, that's actually a pass. Nice. Alright. Um. Do on the agenda and encounter card. This is what I get for trying to be greedy a little bit. Alright, well, we're -2. We'll go +1, +2. Hey, no, it blanks all the that blanks all the skills cards, right? Yeah, it blanks everything, so we have to add another one to the place with the most, which is this one. And this is a decoy, yep. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess we'll have Zoe start whacking at encounter cards. So she'll move down here. And we will start. So we'll move. Actually, we used our well prepared already, so let's not. Let's instead investigate the location. Oh no, we don't want to investigate this location. Let's just investigate where we are. We'll go +3. There's only one, so that's a pass. So we'll grab a clue. Oh, what am I? We have to lose when we get the thing. We have to lose all our clues anyway. This has been a waste of everyone's time. Oh man! All right, then we'll move down here, and all we can do is peek at them, right? Yeah. Not this turn. So we'll just draw a card. Oh my gosh! I just get so lucky sometimes. I mean, our deck is different, right? We made it super small, so it makes sense that we'll draw our weakness more often. But alright. So now it's Vincent's turn. This guy is he's patroller to a location with a concealed mini card, so he's at 1, so he won't move. So we'll have Vincent go, or sorry, first we'll investigate with Vincent. We'll do the same thing where we have to be +2. We succeed. We are 7 to 2, so we succeed by enough. We'll draw a card from this. Garesh would get his ability. And then we'll move twice to get back up here to potentially check this location. And that's our turn. So then upkeep. He patrols, but that guy's in a location with a card, so he stays. Doom on the agenda and encounter cards. It's a tie. We'll pick that one. Another one of these guys, and it'll be at Vincent's spot. Actually, we could pick. Oh, that one's money. This one's a test. We'll probably pick this one. All right. Oh, well, neither one of them will have a bad guy. It's the same shroud, right? Yeah. We'll have Zoe go first. She'll attack the location. Or not attack the location, what am I saying? She'll peek with a fast action. So draw a discard. That's fine. Draw this. We'll spend 2 clues to not get attacked. There's 2 here, so we'll peek. Oh, it's her. Okay, great. We still have to draw, right? Yeah. Look location without a thing, and no copy of it attached. Clues cannot be spent. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to spend clues. We're going to use our action to attack the location. We are 8 to 4. If we go 12 to 4, that's plus 8, so we can't get blocked by the squid. So we'll use enchant weapon to do that. We beat you. Haha, rogue. So we reveal La Chica Roja. So once we reveal her, we do this, which is do the bottom. She gains the parlay for intellect or agility. You may spend clues to reduce it. If you fail, she'll attack you. If she's defeated, she can do that. Alright. All of these go away because they are all decoys. Because she is currently the only monster here. Okay. She also has these two nasty bonuses from the last time. She'll engage Zoe. And I will not damage her because I don't think that that's going to be how we kill her. Well, do we have... Yeah, he has Vicious Blow anyway, but I don't think we want to kill her. I think we want to parlay with her. The parlay is, what, 6? Yeah. Alright, so Zoe can attempt a parlay. We'll reduce it to 4 with a clue. So we'll go +1 to get to even. Sorry, it's -1. Oh, that's a terrible test. No, we're not going to do that. That's just an automatic failure then. So we have well prepared back. We have this. If we get a clue, we can use that to get it -2, but she'll hit us each time. That doesn't seem good for us at all. And what is this? She gets +2 fight until the end of the round. Oh, it attacks immediately. It attacks twice. After you expose, that enemy attacks you. Okay, never mind. So Greet will take a damage, and I'll take... Oh. I I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I would die upon doing this. So instead, we will not have revealed her. We will not have attacked. So the cross isn't used. We wouldn't have used enchant weapon, because there's no way we're killing ourselves. That's just silly. So instead, I guess we have Vincent go first. And Vincent will come down and investigate this location instead. So it's a location of 4. We'll use Garesh. So we're testing 7 to 4. We'll go 9. That's a success by 3 or more, so we'll draw an extra card. That's a great one. We'll throw that down as a fast. We'll expose her. She'll attack me twice, so we'll use the bandages to block both of the physical, and then we'll take the horror on Garesh. Because the damage has to get assigned to the bystander, but we do get our on the mend for that. Okay. And then she's engaged with Vincent, and that's all 3 of his actions. And now it's Zoe's turn. Okay. So Zoe will investigate. We are testing 4 to 4, which is even. We're going to commit Take Heart to the test, assuming that we'll fail. But of course we immediately succeed. Our hubris is chuckled at. But that's fine. As I've always said, the easiest way to pass a test that you're not expecting to is to commit Take Heart to it. Alright, and then we're going to have Zoe attempt to make this test. She'll commit 2 clues. And she'll use her cross, or not her cross, I'm sorry, well prepared to get +1. So that's, she's got 2. She gets 4, she's going to have a value of 3, and she's going to be testing against 2. We're going to bring her up to 5. And she passes. So we have successfully parlayed with La Chica Roja. Heal her to full, return her to the shadows, resolve her keyword and split it up, and reset the agenda and act, lose all of our clues, and refresh the locations. Okay. So this is going to drop down to 2. We're going to need her mini and 5 decoys. Put them here. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 1, 2, 3. Group them up. And then the one that's here goes onto the card, which then in turn makes skulls more difficult. Alright, and then these go away at the end of the round, which is nice, right? We don't have to keep dealing with that. She goes back to the shadows. This one hunts. Oh no, sorry, it's aloof. That's what Smite the Wicked does. And then this is we can't spend... Oh, we can't be spending clues. Darg. Well, alright, so we have to get the clues back. We tested. She was 6. So we have to just kill her instead then. So we just attack with the hammer. Does it matter what happens if we beat her with the hammer? No. Oh, well that's fine. She doesn't care if she was punched or... Okay, well, that's fine. We use the hammer to kill her then. Because we couldn't have done all that extra stuff, which then means we wouldn't have committed on the mend because we would have had plenty of opportunity, and she never would have... I would have never done Take Heart because we wouldn't have had to do the test. So Zoe's turn is just one action. We did the test that we did, and we punched and killed it using enchant weapon because it only... Oh, she only has 2 health. She only has 2 health, right? Yeah, she just dies. Even if she has 7, we use enchant weapon to cover that. Okay. So we have 2 actions remaining as Zoe. Oh, we have to refill all the clues again. Okay, so we put 1 clue here, 1 clue in the center, another clue here, and then 2 clues at each location up top. Alright, I think we just have Zoe move up with action 2, and then we didn't get attacked with Greet that turn because we backed it up. Okay. And we will investigate this location. It's 4 to 3. We'll use well prepared to be 6 to 3, so we're +3. And we succeed. So we'll grab a clue. We actually succeeded by 4. So we will be able to use this calling card and peek at any mini without exposing it. So we'll check over here at this one. It's a decoy, so we'll put it over here. And then that's Zoe's turn. So then we go to upkeep. Doom on the agenda, and encounter card. Alright, so we'll test. We are -2, and we cannot do a thing about it. So we fail. Oh god. Alright, so Greet dies. And then we hit that, and once again we're in the middle, so we have to reshuffle all the decoys. So wherever she was doesn't matter anymore. So 1, no, together. 2, 3. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle. Alright. So that was this one, and now it's this one. Either get attacked or lose an action. So we'll get attacked. Once again, we take 1. It has to go to our friend. We can't take on the mend back because we already have it, but we'll block it with this so he doesn't die. Alright. Well, let's let's go up here with Zoe, engage this guy, and whack him. He dies. As part of being engaged, we get money. We'll use the hammer to do the damage that he needs to die. And then we can look at a mini. So we can test here. So we're going to check here for minis. So this is a decoy. And that was move, engage, fight. So that's Zoe's turn. For Vincent's turn, he'll move, and then we'll investigate this location. Because we can only investigate once per turn because of the silly stupor. So we want to get as many as we can. We have to succeed by 3 or more. We'll use Guresh. Oh, I couldn't have done this. We would have had to have killed Guresh, because that kills me. I wasn't paying attention. Interesting. Alright, so we are 6 to 4 is +2. We'll go +4. +5. We succeed. And we succeed, I think that's -3 now, so we don't succeed by enough for the trigger. But we do get back a card from Resourceful. So it has to be a red card. And I think we need to grab Sharp Vision, so we'll grab that. And we got the 1 clue. Why is there only 1 here? Oh, because Zoe grabbed it? No. How did Zoe... Did I grab a clue then move? No. Oh, last turn I moved up and grabbed a clue. That's right. Okay. Alright, so then upkeep. And upkeep. Okay. Doom on the agenda and encounter card. Location without a target. We'll pick the center, so that way it's easier to get to. Alright. Well, we're going to fail, so we'll take heart in the knowledge that we're going to fail this. And we did. So we get dropped back in the center. We get 2 resources, draw 2 cards, and then because we take a damage, we'll block it with this, which gets us back on the mend. Alright, well, we need to investigate to get calling card off so we can spend clues, which we're definitely going to need to do. So we'll test this. We are 6 to 3, which is +3. We don't really need resources, so we'll go +4. Actually, 3 and 4 is the same, right? Because that's the bag. Yeah, so we'll just test 3. We succeed. So we'll get... Oh, we needed to get this thing. Never mind. And it actually matters. Yeah. Right, because you succeed by 2 or more. Yeah. Alright, so we'll grab this clue, and then we get to peek at another mini. Oh, it's her. Oh, that's not good. This is the agility location. Oh, but we can... Once we know where she is, we can ignore that. Okay. Good. But this stops us from revealing concealed minis, but that's fine. So we moved, we investigated, so we'll move up here so we can help Zoe if we need to. Okay. So now it's Zoe's turn. She'll move in here. She'll attack, or she'll engage this guy and fight him, which will kill him, which gives me back Smite the Wicked. We don't need to peek at anything because we know where she is. We can put him in the place and discard it, so move and fight. We don't want to do anything silly. Oh, you know what? Let's drop down this med student and heal. And we'll heal... Oh, man. We'll heal the horror off Vincent, because he has no horror protection right now. And a damage from ourselves. And that's only when his cards do it, so it's not going to help with that. But it's still nice to spend the action getting some soak and protection for the team. Alright, monster phase, there's none in play, so upkeep. Oh, he needed that horror. Okay, I didn't notice that either. Good job. We have Dream Enhancing Serum, so that doesn't matter. But this backpack matches this backpack, so we'll draw another card. And then upkeep over here. Okay. Doom on the agenda, and encounter cards. Here's a monster, and Knives in the Dark. Okay, so don't expose decoys. Alright, we'll have Zoe go first. She'll punch this guy. That's a success. Then she'll punch the location. That's a success. We'll find La Chica Roja. And then we'll punch her. And just to be sure, she's super dead. Okay, so then we get this clue onto the scenario. Where are we? So the skulls get harder. So we engaged her. Then we did this. We are now 3 targets on the reference card, so we must do the interlude. Okay. There are targets on her, so just go right to R1. Okay, well, that makes it easy. We don't get to do all these fun things. R1. Each investigator gains XP equal to the display plus 1 more for each target on the reference card. We haven't seen the last of La Chica Roja, and someone becomes the weeping, or gets the Weeping Lady relic. Mark another time. Okay, mark a time. So it'll be here. Let's find out what it does before deciding. Discover a clue. Okay, so it's just for Zoe. The reason why I'm going to give it to Zoe is because she's going to struggle to get clues right when it's necessary. Oh, I didn't get to use this. I should have. What is it? Choose non-elite enemy, move him away, and attack another enemy, doing its horror as damage. Oh, that would have been incredible. Okay. And this is so you have to heal an enemy to make it work again. Yeah. Okay. So those go over there. We marked the time. I forgot to put the coterie person in again. Seen the last of La Chica Roja. And then she'll be in here. Okay. So let's make sure we've done everything else. XP equal to the display. Haven't seen the last of. Become this. Mark a time and embark. Okay. So we'll do the rest tomorrow. But I think it's going to be go to Rio, and then we're pretty much blocked because I think we've done. So today we did Perth, we did Sydney, we did Nairobi, I believe, in the beginning. Oh no, maybe we did not. We might not have done Nairobi. So we'll put that away. But we've basically done everything, so or most of the things. Not too much left to do, to be honest. We're getting very close to the end. We're probably about to just go right to Tunguska and do the final mission. But I hope everyone had fun tonight. The display was 0, so we're just going to get the 3. If you see here, there's no victory on any of the locations, so it's... I think there's a monster in the set-aside pile that has victory. Yeah, the Sanguine Watcher. So if we had pulled him out, we could have gotten it. Yeah. But we didn't. This is all in the interlude. But we didn't get a chance to do it because she found the 2 targets. But alright, I hope everyone had a good night. We'll get 3 bonus XP and we'll figure it out for tomorrow. See you there.